The wedding was supposed to be in 3 months, September 15th. Everything was already in motion. Deposits paid, venue booked, caterer confirmed, photographer scheduled, flowers selected. My mom had her dress picked out. Sophie wouldn't stop talking about our honeymoon in Bali. She'd been planning it for over a year. Then one photo ruined everything. My name's Ethan. I'm 32. Sophie's 30. We'd been together for 5 years, engaged for almost 2. I thought we were happy. I thought we were solid. Lately, though, she felt different. A little distant. More time on her phone. Always smiling at something she wouldn't show me. Said she was catching up with old friends online. One of those friends was Ryan, her ex from college. They dated for 4 years, broke up when they went to different grad schools about 7 years ago. At first, I didn't think much of it. People stay in touch with their exes these days, right? It's 2025. Things are supposed to be mature, civilized, modern. But then Ryan started appearing everywhere. The coffee shop she went to on Saturday mornings. The gym she joined 2 months ago. The happy hour her coworkers planned downtown. Every time, somehow he was there too. Smiling, waving, like it was fate. She'd come home and laugh about it. Can you believe Ryan was there again? Except after the 3rd or 4th coincidence, it didn't feel funny anymore. One night, while we were getting ready for bed, I said quietly, "Seems like you've been running into Ryan a lot lately." She sighed, rolled her eyes. "He's just a friend, Ethan. Don't be that guy." "I'm not being that guy," I said. "It just feels weird. Like it's too often to be random." She crossed her arms. "He works near my gym. He goes to the same coffee shop. We have mutual friends. It's called a small city." Maybe she was right. But deep down, something didn't sit right. "Are you texting him to meet up?" I asked. Her expression hardened. "No. Why are you interrogating me? I hate when you do this. I trust you when you hang out with your ex, don't I?" Except, I didn't have one. She knew that. Still, I let it go. Didn't want to be the jealous fiancé. Didn't want to start a fight. I trusted her. That was my biggest mistake. Then came the photo. It was a Thursday night. Sophie said she was going out with her girlfriends to a club downtown. I believed her. I stayed home, played some games, went to bed early. Around 1 a.m., my phone buzzed with notifications. Instagram. Sophie had posted new photos. The first one was harmless. Her and her friends, all dolled up, smiling. The second, them laughing at their booth, drinks in hand. Then the third, Sophie, sitting on a man's lap. That man was Ryan, his arm around her waist, her head tilted back, laughing like she hadn't in months. They looked comfortable. Too comfortable. The caption read, "Sometimes you miss the old days." I stared at the screen for a long time, hoping I was misreading it, that somehow it didn't mean what it looked like. But it did. And in that moment, I realized our wedding wasn't 3 months away anymore. It was never going to happen. By the time I finished reading it, the post already had 47 likes, and the comments were pouring in like gasoline on a fire. "He's cute," one girl wrote. "Haha, yes, queen," another added. Someone else commented, heart emojis everywhere. And then her best friend chimed in, "Living your best life." My stomach sank. I texted Sophie immediately. "We need to talk about that photo." No reply. Not until 1:47 a.m. Still out with the girls. Having so much fun. Still out. Having so much fun. Sitting on her ex's lap. The next morning, I brought it up over coffee. "That photo from last night," I said. "You were sitting on Ryan's lap." She sighed like I was a child interrupting her piece. "It's just a fun picture, Ethan. Don't be weird about it. Don't be weird." I repeated, "You were sitting on your ex's lap at a club while you're engaged to me. It's not like that. You're being paranoid. What's it like then? I'm going to brunch with my mom. We can talk later, if you're going to be dramatic about it." She left. I sat there at the kitchen table, the coffee cold, her perfume still in the air, and the photo glowing on my screen. Sometimes you don't need a big betrayal to know something's broken. Just a moment that shows you everything you've been ignoring. That photo wasn't the problem. It was the confirmation. The months of her accidentally running into Ryan. The way she dismissed my concerns. The gaslighting, the excuses, the "you're paranoid." And now the picture. Her laughing on his lap for the whole world to see. Like our engagement was a background prop in her little nostalgia act. I stared at her ring. 1.5 carats, 14K white gold, custom band. $12,000. 2 years of saving. I bought it before I even proposed because I wanted it to be perfect. She wore it for 18 months. Showed it to everyone. Made it part of her brand. I went to the safe, pulled it out, and set it on black velvet. It looked flawless, almost as fake as the promises that came with it. Then I opened Facebook Marketplace. Listing title, engagement off, ring for sale, make an offer, comes with too much baggage. Description, 14K white gold band with 1.5 carat round solitaire diamond. Excellent condition, barely worn. Comes with original appraisal and certificate of authenticity. Asking $9,500, below market value for quick sale. My thumb hovered over the post button. I knew what this would do. Her family would see it. Her friends. Everyone from work. But I pressed it anyway. 2:14 p.m., Friday. I shared it to my personal Facebook too. All 1,200 of my friends. Within minutes, messages started flooding in. Genuine buyers. One woman said her daughter was getting engaged and asked if it was still available. I told her I'd let her know by the end of the day. And then I waited. Sophie found out at 4:47 p.m., but not from seeing it herself. Her mother called her. 10 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Sophie screaming. "What the hell are you doing?" "Selling a ring," I said calmly. "You can't just, that's my ring." "Actually, no. It's in my name. I paid for it. And technically the engagement hasn't been finalized yet. So legally, it's still mine." "This is insane. Take down the post. Everyone's seeing this." "I know," I said. "That's the point. You're being cruel and vindictive. We can work through this." I took a breath. "Can we? Because from where I'm sitting, you were on your ex's lap last night, telling the internet you missed the old days. That didn't seem like something that needed working through." There was silence. Then, "So that's what this is about? You're throwing away our entire relationship because of one photo." "The photo," I said, "wasn't the first straw. It was the last. You don't understand. It was just." I hung up. She called back 4 times in 10 minutes. I didn't answer. Then came the text. "Please, we need to talk. This is crazy." I didn't respond. And that's when it happened. The explosion I knew was coming. My phone lit up again. This time it wasn't Sophie. It was her dad. "Robert. Ethan. What the hell is going on?" "Sophie's hysterical." That's how it started. A call I never expected. "Ask your daughter," I said, why she was sitting on Ryan's lap at a club last night while telling the internet she misses the old days. Silence. Then finally she what? I sent him the photo. There was a long pause on the other end. Then one word, "Oh." That one word said everything. After a while, Robert finally asked, "You found out about this online?" "Yeah," I said, same way everyone else did. He didn't say much after that. Just said, "I'll handle it," and hung up. Apparently, he went straight to Sophie's mom, Patricia, and showed her everything. The photo, the ring listing, the Facebook post, my caption. I didn't hear their conversation directly, but word spreads fast in families. My mom heard from Patricia's sister, who heard it from Sophie herself, crying over the phone. Patricia was furious, not at me, but at Sophie. "What were you doing sitting on your ex's lap?" she'd asked. "Mom, it was just a photo." Sophie said, "A photo you posted publicly," Patricia snapped, with a caption about missing the old days 2 months before your wedding. By that evening, the story had spread through her entire family. Aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone knew. Then things got bigger. One of my Facebook friends worked at a local news station. He called me around 6 p.m. "Dude, is this real? The ring thing? The post? Can I run it as a story?" I thought about it. Part of me wanted to just let it fade, quietly. But I knew it wouldn't. Not when the screenshots were already everywhere. So I said, "Yeah, do it." The news reached out to Sophie for comment. She refused. Her mom told them Any communication had to go through her lawyer. The story aired that Friday night at 10 p.m. Social media drama leads to called-off engagement, the headline read. They showed the Facebook post, the ring listing, the photo of Sophie and Ryan, even the comments. The anchor laughed when she read my caption aloud. Engagement off. Ring for sale. Make an offer. Comes with too much baggage. Well, she said with a smirk, he certainly made his point. By Saturday morning, the story had been shared over 8,000 times. Local Twitter was buzzing. Reddit picked it up. People everywhere were debating. Was I justified or just cruel? I didn't bother reading most of it. That same morning, I met the buyer, a woman named Susan. She was buying the ring for her daughter's engagement. We met at a coffee shop downtown. She handed me $9,500 in cash. I handed her the ring in its velvet box. Thank you, she said softly. I hope your next relationship goes better. I smiled. I think it will. Surprisingly, I wasn't angry anymore. Not hurt. Just relieved. Like I'd finally set something heavy down. Meanwhile, Sophie went into full damage control mode. She called me 23 times that weekend. I didn't answer once. Then came the text. I'm sorry. I was stupid. The photo was innocent. Please don't do this. I never replied. Instead, she posted on Instagram. Some people twist stories for attention. The truth is between me and the people I love. I'm not responding to negativity. But the comments were brutal. People reposted the photo, my caption, the ring listing, asking questions. If it was innocent, why sit on his lap? What does miss the old days even mean? Within an hour, she deleted the post. Then she tried to get my ring listing taken down, claiming harassment. Facebook removed it after 12 hours, but by then, it didn't matter. Thousands of screenshots existed. The internet doesn't forget. Even Ryan tried to do damage control, commenting under the news story. This is crazy. I'm just a friend. Nothing inappropriate happened. He got ratioed immediately. Then why was she on your lap? One user replied. Why post that caption? Another asked. Nothing inappropriate. She's engaged, bro. By then, it didn't matter what anyone said. The store. When I thought the chaos was finally settling, someone pointed out something new. Ryan had deleted his comment and unfollowed Sophie on every social platform. By Sunday, when she tried to reach out to him, he didn't respond. That's when the family fallout began. Sophie's mom, Patricia, called me the same day. Her voice was tired, heavy. I'm sorry my daughter is an idiot, she said. I took a deep breath. You don't have to apologize, Patricia. I appreciate it. But we both know this didn't start with one photo. What do you mean? She asked, confused. So I told her everything. The months of accidental run-ins with Ryan, the late-night texts, the vague excuses, the way she brushed off my concerns like they were insecurities instead of red flags. Patricia went completely quiet. How long has this been going on? She finally whispered. I don't think anything physical happened. I said honestly, but emotionally, at least a few months. She went back to Sophie and demanded answers. Later that night, Patricia called again. She told me Sophie had broken down and admitted she'd been confused about her feelings for Ryan, that she never meant for things to go that far. She said she wasn't trying to cheat, she was just chasing the excitement of being wanted again. Patricia's voice trembled. She's starting therapy, she said softly. That's good, I told her, and I meant it. The wedding that never happened. By Monday morning, the wedding was officially off. My lawyer sent hers a letter about the deposits, and we agreed to split the losses 50-50. The venue quickly rebooked. The caterer took on a new couple. The photographer found another bride for September 15th. Life just moved on without us. Within 3 months, the story faded from the news cycle. It had its moment of viral attention, but like every online drama, people moved on. There are still a few Reddit threads floating around debating it. Was he right to call her out publicly? Most people side with me. She crossed a line and he drew a boundary. Some don't. He could have handled it privately. I don't respond to any of it. Sophie, to her credit, actually stayed in therapy. Real therapy. Not the kind you post about for sympathy. She started sharing pieces of her healing journey online, but quietly this time. Ryan disappeared the second the attention turned ugly. Turns out he only liked the thrill of the forbidden, not the responsibility of being with her. The ring? It's probably on someone else's hand now, part of another love story. As for me, I'm doing fine. I've gone on a few dates, nothing serious. My friends say I handled it perfectly. My parents are proud. Even a few of Sophie's relatives privately admitted I did the right thing. The reflection. People often ask me if I regret going public, if I should have just ended things privately, quietly, without humiliating her. But here's the truth. I never wanted to humiliate her. I just refused to hide what she made public first. She posted a photo sitting on her ex's lap with a caption about missing the old days. She showed that to over 1,200 people. I just told those same people that the engagement was off and the ring was for sale. Was it harsh? Maybe. But I wasn't cruel. I didn't lie. I didn't twist the story. I just told the truth. And sometimes that's more powerful than suffering silently. She taught me that when she hit post, I just applied the same lesson, louder. 6 months after the breakup, I got one final email from Sophie. Subject, I'm sorry. She apologized for the photo, for the emotional betrayal, for brushing off my concerns when I tried to talk about it. She said therapy had helped her realize she'd been chasing validation because she didn't feel good enough on her own. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She just wanted me to know she finally understood. I read it once, appreciated the honesty, and didn't reply. Because by then, I was already free. The ring was gone. The wedding was canceled. And I'd finally learned that sometimes the most powerful response to betrayal isn't revenge or silence. It's the truth, told loudly enough that everyone hears it. She shared her truth publicly. I just responded with mine. And that made all the difference. What do you think? Was I right to go public? Or should I have kept it private? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories like this one.